But it's probably long gone now because that was a while ago. Anyways, so I cleaned up the garbage first before I decided to address the vehicle parked. I was kind of like giving them time to maybe move on. And no, they were still there. So I'm like, I'm going to go to the car because I just want to make sure nothing's been touched in my car. And this lady's there. And I was just like, okay, I better ask them and make sure everything's okay. Um, and she's like, oh, sorry, yeah. She's like, you know what it is? Because I was like, are you doing okay? Oh, yeah, we're fine. She's like, you know what it is? Me and this guy are on our first date. And we're laughing and talking. And basically, we're like 12-year-olds again, kind of thing. And she's going on to this whole spiel. And then she's like, he was making me laugh so hard that I had to pull over because I was going to pee my pants. And then I realized that there was a car parked in front of the truck. Uh, and so I don't know. I guess she was driving her car. He was following her in his truck. And she had to pull over to go pee. And I think they're still in at the end of my driveway talking. But yeah, she was a chatty Cathy. So, she was chatting away and the cats were looking out the window and she's like, you know, he's your familiar, right? And I was like, what? She's like, the black cat in your window, he's your familiar. And I'm like, she's calico, but yeah, she's like, you're familiar. I'm like, okay. And then she went on this whole spiel. I was like, oh, that's nice, yeah. I'm like, okay, I gotta get going because it's nighttime and I can't, like, I don't even know what she looks like. I just know she's a woman because it was so dark outside that I couldn't even see her face. So it was just like, and then she told me that I was very nice because most of the people that she's met in this town haven't been the nicest to her. And I'm like, well, you're a really nice lady. Maybe a little too chatty for a stranger I met in my driveway who apparently had to pull over to pee on the side of the road. She actually reminded me of my one neighbor I had, Donnaline. She was. Why was I knitting backwards? Anyways, she reminded me of my one neighbor that I used to have. It was kind of nice, kind of endearing. She used to My neighbor used to tan in the moonlight and she would line her garden with a certain point on the mountain. And then she'd tell me all the stories about of when she was younger and she was a ballerina and how she had an artist friend that would paint her. They would go out into the woods and he would paint her.